So I'm going to break this down into five, I guess, different timelines. And so what is this going to look like for you? So the first thing is distribution. So on our end, we are going to be able to distribute all these materials to Kakdoan by Sunday, March 24th. Um, this will be sent out electronically. So this will be sent in an email. It will be packaged as a zip file containing all of the resources that you need. In this zip file, it should contain an administration manual, which will tell you how to implement the exams, the questions, as well as the answer sheet. So there's two separate parts to it. One contains the questions, and the other is the actual answer sheet, as well as the key to the assessments. And if there are any other resources, we will attach that as well into the zip file. And what your job is how you can prepare for this is to read it and review it prior to administering the assessment and print out the appropriate number of materials. So it is the responsibility of the local chapter to print out enough copies for all of their students. After that has been sent out, we will host two teleconferences. One on Wednesday, March 27th at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and the other on Wednesday, April 4th at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time as well. So they're going to be held 1 week apart, giving you 2 weeks to really prepare to figure out how you're going to be able to implement the benchmark assessments. And really the purpose of these teleconferences is just to do a simple Q&A to answer your general questions if you still have any additional comments or questions or concerns. There is no need to attend both teleconferences. If you attend one, that should be fine. You're welcome to join us for both. So after distribution, we have our teleconference to get everybody on the same page. The next step is the assessment. So as I mentioned, it's important that the Doan print out all the materials prior to implementing this. We wanted to provide every Doan with the opportunity to implement this, so we've extended this out, widened the range to 6 weekends to complete this. The dates are from April 6th through May 12th, and you can choose a weekend within that time frame to administer the assessment. So that way you have plenty of time, you don't have to rush. We wanted each Doan to allow to make this fit within your schedule for your Tonight schedule. So the question is, what is going to be, or what types of questions will be on this assessment? This is a Scantron type of answer sheet, so it's a bubble sheet. And so the types of questions that we will be writing will be multiple choice, true or false, fill in the blank from answer choices, and etc. The level of questions will vary depending on the division. So questions at the ONI level will be written for their appropriate age. And the older divisions will get questions written for their age as well. So the level of difficulty will increase depending on cấp 1, cấp 2, and cấp 3 if your division has level 1 through 3. Okay, so after all of that has been done and administered within that 6 weeks, it will help us if you submit this back to us as early as possible. So we would like to receive all these materials by May 18th. And there are 2 ways that you can submit this back to us. The first way, if you have access to a Xerox at your parish or at home or a scanner, you can scan them as a PDF file and save it as one big PDF file and upload it to our cloud. That URL address will be provided in the administration manual with instructions on how to do so. The other option is if you don't have access to a Xerox or scanner, you can mail them and ship it to Van Phang, to the headquarters at this address. You can also find this address online at veym.net at the very bottom. So this is just the address for our office. Two ways is to send it. Um, Whatever works for you. It would help us a lot if you had access to a scanner and scan them. But we do understand that not everybody has the same resources. And so if you mail them back, we'll be happy to scan them for you. On to the last part is we want to recognize outstanding individuals, not only those who have performed well on the assessments, but also those who may have been your stellar students throughout the year. And so in this process, we will provide you with a form that you can fill out electronically to recommend those who you would like to acknowledge. We will print and send out certificates and ribbons. And so at each cup, we will acknowledge two individuals. So you can submit two names per cup. So for example, only cup mod, you can recognize two individuals for cup mod, another two individuals for cup high, and two individuals for cup ba, yan only. So yan only has the ability to submit 6 different names, two for each cup. And so really that's 18 names for Onyi, Tiunyi, and Yitzi. For Nyan Hipsi, you can recommend two individuals for Hipsi. And so as long as you fill out that form, we will get the certificates and ribbons mailed out to you by Sunday, June 2nd. So that's the date that we are going to ship it off at the post office, and it should arrive shortly within that time frame. And so here's an image of Abadoan in Texas that recently recognized those individuals. So this might seem like a lot with all these different dates. We have provided all of these dates on our flyer that was posted on Facebook and shared on HT Network. This information was also emailed out in an email as well. So here I have making a timeline so you can see all the dates put together on one slide. So really, this is 5 parts to it: distribution, you receiving the materials. 2, if you have any questions, you call in through a teleconference. 3, you actually implement the assessment. 4 is giving us back the materials that we need. And 5, recognizing those individuals who you would like to recognize.